Hey guys, Baraka1994 here with a tutorial for you guys today. This tutorial is about how to install screen recorders so you can get your gaming on. I'm going to show you 3 different recorders: Cam Sudio, Hyper Cam, and Fraps. This was pre-recorded video, so I'm sorry if I'm a little off-key with what the video is doing. Recorded this yesterday and I'm commentating over it today. So the first one I'm going to show you is Hyper Cam. You want to open up Google, and in your search box just go ahead and type in HyperCam. And you want to click HyperCam download. It's the third choice down. Then click on the link HyperCam. It was on the top of the list here. I've also seen it farther down. It takes you to the official website. Put the link in the description for the website in case. There's a couple different spots. You can click there, there. I usually click down here for the free now. Try it for free now. And then there's 2 versions. There's Download HyperCam, which is the 32-bit version. Then below it is the 64-bit version. To figure out if your computer is 64-bit or 32-bit, go to My Computer, right-click, and Properties. In there it'll tell you if you're 64-bit. If it doesn't say, assume it's 34 or 32-bit. The computer I was using was a 32-bit, so I clicked that. Just click Save. I already had it downloaded, so when I hit Save it asked me to replace it. I said yes. Quick download. It's just the installer. So there you go. You can close your browser. I went back to Google to prepare for my next the next screen recorder. And go ahead and minimize that. Bring up the installer, or there's HyperCam. Go ahead and click Run. Next. Yes, agree to it. And here there's 2 different installation things you can do. You can either install for the user only or for the whole computer. I did user only. Choose where you want it. Right here, this isn't going to install a toolbar in your internet browser. I don't really like that, so you can just click the No button if you don't want it. If you do want it, go ahead and click Yes. Now you're ready to install, just click Next. There we go. Very quick installed. And there it is right there. Go ahead and click on it. And there's a couple different selections you can do. There is so there's screen area, hotkeys, AVI sound or AVI file, sound, options, and license. You really only need to worry about the first 4. So screen area, it's just selecting what part of the screen you want. You can select the region where you can do a customized section. Select the window, which will highlight a certain area. But if you're recording something like I do, Assault Cube, I want the whole screen. So I do select region, go as far into the corner as you can, go ahead and click, drag it all the way down, and click again, and there you go, you got the full screen. If you know the width and height you want, you can just put them in the boxes there. Hotkeys, stop and start recording, you can use by pressing the keys, pause the recording, and such. Pretty self-explanatory. You can customize them, I believe. This is telling you where you want the files. I usually browse and I put them in my videos. And as you can see, I already have a video there. That was from Fraps, I believe. And I think that's the only thing you need to look at in there. So when you record something, it'll save it to my videos or wherever else your destination is. So just to show you guys, I started recording. It says recording down there. Sometimes there's a red bar that appears on the side of your screen. I stopped it by pressing the hotkey, and look at that. There's your recording. So that's pretty self-explanatory. As long as you know where it's at, you got it. The sound you can do the default, or you can bring it down. And like right there, the HD audio thing, that was my sound setup for that computer. One thing about HyperCam though is the recording is faster than the sound, so the sound will lag. So usually I just remove the sound. Next one I want to do is Fraps. If you go to fraps.com or the website, you can get it for free, but it's only a trial version, or the free version, which only records for 30 seconds at a time, which is kind of annoying because you have to start and stop it. You can go to the free download page. I didn't even go there. However, Oh yeah, because if you want the full version, you have to purchase it. However, I have a cracked version of Fraps. Not going to say who, just in case that person would get in trouble if I did. So I have the full version without having to pay for it. If you guys really want me to, or I will do this actually, I'll put it online on a file sharing website for you guys. It's perfectly safe. So there, go ahead and run it. Just hit I agree. Next, install, and it takes a little bit longer to install, but it's still really good. Go ahead and open up Fraps, and this will come up. There's three little selection spots. Starts Fraps minimized and run Fraps when Windows starts is what I usually do, and there'll be a little icon right there if you have XP. Next thing you want to do, I kind of messed up here. I thought that was a different thing that I was doing. I'm not exactly sure what benchmarking is, so whatever. Your overlay, it will show your frame rate. I usually put it in the bottom right hand corner, and what that does, or here, I'll describe this first. Oh, I went back. No. Okay, this is the capture key, the hotkey that you can use. Right there I kind of messed up and accidentally stopped the recording, so I started again. F9 is the default one. Then you can change where the video goes. Again, I put it in my videos just for sake of that. Record sound, you can either not or choose to detect the best sound output. What I forgot to talk about there also was the FPS. Usually what you want to do is you want to do it at 60 frames per second, half size, and lock the frame rate. Right here I was showing you, there's the little number counter. I was listening to music at the time. That'll come up, and if you hit the hotkey, those numbers will turn red, and that will show you that you are recording. So that's Fraps. I exited out of Cam Sudio, which was what I was using to record at the time, to uninstall it to show you guys how to install it. Switching over to Hyper Cam, so here we go. And here's Hyper Cam. Setting up Cam Studio, I forgot to show you guys the website. I will put that in the link in the description. So just go ahead and hit next and then start when you're ready. I was going extra slow on this because Hyper Cam tends to go fast, and your installation was completed successfully. Go ahead and hit OK. And then I don't know why that came up after that, so OK again. Brings up this. There's 4 different things it installs. It installs Cam Studio, Movie Player 2.1, and SWF Producer. You don't really need to worry about any of those other than the Cam Studio itself. You don't need to use any of those to record. Now go ahead and open this shortcut, and here's Cam Studio. You have your normal things. You can do a selected region, full screen, or stuff like that. There are your video options. I don't usually mess around with those. Your cursor options. If you're doing gaming, you want to hide the cursor, but if you're not, you can show the cursor. If you're doing tutorials, you can highlight the cursor, which is helpful. Helps people follow where your mouse is. You can not record audio, or you can record audio from speakers or a microphone. It's pretty self-explanatory. Hit the record button. As you can see, it's recording, and then when you stop it, it'll ask you where you want to save it, and I did that, and it automatically brings it up the media player that it used, and there we go. It shows the little recording I made. So there are your 3 recording things. I switched back here, and oops. So you got Hypercam, Fraps, and Cam Studio. Now, out of all 3 of them, the best one for gaming is Fraps. Fraps is made as a gaming recorder, whereas Hypercam and Cam Studio are both screen recorders. There is a difference. Game recorder, it's made for recording games. It'll be better quality, better audio and stuff. But if the only problem is it doesn't run well on some computers. So that's usually my first choice, but if I can't use that, I use Hypercam. The reason I use Hypercam, it was the first one I used, so I was used to it. Cam Studio is good as well, as long as you remember to hide the cursor. The nice thing with Fraps is it automatically detects how big your screen is, and so it does that for you. HyperCam and Cam Studio, you have to select the screen size. So overall, if you can get Fraps working, it's the better one. If you can't, the other two are pretty much a tie with quality. And yeah, so my recommendation is try Fraps. If Fraps doesn't work, if it makes you lag or something, go over to HyperCam and Cam Studio. That's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you found it helpful. Bye-bye.